Welcome to the chapter Multiplication of Numbers 1. This slide presents the overview of the chapter. Learning objectives. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to define multiplication, explain multiplication of numbers, do additions in the form of multiplications. Introduction. Dear children, basic mathematics involves like multiplication. Here we are going to look at the multiplication. We will know about multiplication in detail in this chapter. Let us see the conversation on multiplication. Hello children, let us learn the method of multiplication. Here we can see the multiplication of one number by another number on the blackboard. In how many rows can you see the matchboxes lengthwise?
2 rows.
How many matchboxes are there in each row? What is their total number?
There are 5 matchboxes in each row. Their total is 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. It means adding 5 2 times. And also it means there are 5 matchboxes in each of the 2 rows. We can write it as 2 into 5 is equal to 10.
How many matchboxes can you see breadthwise?
5 columns.
In each column, what is their total number?
There are 2 matchboxes in each column. Their total is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 10. It means there are 2 matchboxes in 5 columns. We write it as 5 into 2 is equal to 10. It means adding 2 5 times.
Adding a number again and again is called successive addition. 2 into 5 is equal 10. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Here we have used a symbol cross. It is called the symbol of multiplication. Therefore, successive addition is another form of multiplication. Here we can find the numbers in the form of groups of things. We can observe different objects on the screen in the form of groups. In the first one, we have 3 groups where each group consists of 2 apples in each basket. In total, we have 6 apples and the representation in the form of multiplication is as shown on the screen. In the second one, we have 2 bikes where each bike consists of 2 tires. In total, we have 4 tires and the representation in the form of multiplication is as shown on the screen. In the third one, we have 3 groups of bar chocolate where each group consists of 4 squares. In total, we have 12 squares and the representation in the form of multiplication is as shown on the screen. Here we can learn the products. Dear children, observe the multiplication table which is shown on the screen. Here the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 are called the products. Now, we see the multiplication in the form of counting. Multiplication can also be in step counting. A grasshopper jumps 2 steps in a single jump, and it has jumped 6 times in that way. This can be written as shown on the screen. Let us see some example problems. Express the following using multiplication. Grasshopper jumps equal to 4 times 4 steps. 4 times 4 steps or 4 into 4, which is 16. Grasshopper jumps equal to 3 times 5 steps. 3 times 5 steps or 3 into 5, which is 15. Grasshopper jumps 5 times 4 steps. 5 times 4 steps or 5 into 4, which is 20. Let us do a simple exercise. Click on Solution button to verify your answer. Express the following additions in the form of multiplications. One example is given for you. Find the caps of the respective pens from the options below to match the correct addition with multiplication. Let us solve a few exercise problems. Drag and drop the appropriate answers in the boxes below. Here we do another activity on multiplication. Click the button of the appropriate answer. Let us do an activity on multiply in vice versa. Identify the multiplication which is equivalent to the given number. Activity 6. Successive addition. Select an option from group A and match it with an option from group B. Let us look at an example. One day, a boy went to the fruit shop and thought of buying fruits for his mom. The rate chart appears as shown in the table below. If the boy wants to buy 5 kg of apples, how much will they cost? How much will 4 kg of oranges cost? How much will 3 kg of grapes cost? Solution. For question A, given that 1 kg of apples cost equals to 6 rupees, therefore 5 kg apples cost as 5 into 6 is equal to 30 rupees. For question B, given that 1 kg of oranges cost is equal to 5 rupees, therefore 4 kg of oranges cost as 4 into 5 is equal to 20 rupees. For the question C, given that 1 kg of grapes cost is equal to 7 rupees, therefore 3 kg grapes cost as 3 into 7 is equal to 21 rupees. Practice zone. Try to solve the questions on your own. Click Solution tab to verify your answers. Summary. Let us recap the highlights of this chapter. Successive addition is another form of multiplication. Adding a number again and again is called successive addition. We use the symbol into for the multiplication of numbers. Follow-up work. Distribute 6 mangoes to each of the 5 children. How many mangoes do you need? Write in multiplication form and solve the equation. Write in addition form and solve the equation. Test your understanding of the chapter by taking the mock unit test. You have successfully completed the chapter Multiplication of Numbers 1.